everybody, and today I thought I would tell you how you can look like a Dane. Stay tuned. Hi there and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kelly and I'm an American who lives in Denmark. And I've been living here for the past 4 years, but I've actually been coming to Denmark for the past 13 years. And I have noticed some things about the Danes over the years, some things that are new for 2020, and some things that are old favorites when I think about what it means to look like a Dane. First, I want to give a shout out to Anna Louisa Jewelry, which is the sponsor for this video today. And I want to thank them for sending me some beautiful jewelry pieces, which I'm going to tell you a little bit about later on in the video. But let's go ahead and get started. So what does it mean to look like a Dane? My hair is curled today. Normally in my videos, my hair is straightened and I have makeup on. This is one thing that you don't normally ever see in Denmark. Women are so comfortable here with their natural look. You don't commonly see them wear makeup. You don't commonly see them do their hair. So me doing my hair just for a regular old day with no special things planned is not very common in Denmark. For me in the US, if I didn't straighten my hair, I curled it. And I did that all the time because I always was dressing nice. I always had on slacks or a skirt or a dress because that's what I wore to work. I know that not every teacher in the US had that type of dress code. That's how it was where I worked. And I really liked dressing up and it made me feel good. So if you want to look like a Dane, it's very common for you to walk around without doing anything to your hair and without doing anything to your face if you're a woman. There are plenty of times for me that I'm on board with this. I'll go to the grocery store with my hair in a ponytail and no makeup on. It's completely acceptable, and I'll run into people all the time who don't have their hair done and don't have their makeup done, so I don't feel bad. Again, I live in a small town, so I don't know if I lived in a big hip city, there would be more people, I don't know, dressed to impress, but it's not the case where I live. It's very laid back, very casual, very cool. Another thing with that is that you don't commonly see a lot of Danes wearing jewelry. And you know, that's a personal preference thing. I know there's gonna be probably a ton of comments of people saying, I'm Danish and I will wear jewelry. Well, you know, I see some people who may have some really small earrings, and we're gonna get into my earrings here in a second. But I don't really see like the necklace and the bracelet and the rings and you know all that. Normally I wear 2 rings. I wear a bracelet, I wear a watch. Not so in this video because I wanted to highlight what I have on from Anna Louisa. But that's something that I've noticed. Let's get in with today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Anna Louisa, and they make sustainable jewelry, which is something that is so great because if you know anything about Denmark, it's all about sustainability. It's all about trying to find ways to make your business more environmentally friendly. And this company, which is actually based out of New York, is a really good example of that. In the US, I wore jewelry all the time. I had a necklace on every single day. I had on a bracelet, watch, rings, everything. If I could have jewelry there, I had jewelry there. But for some reason, when I moved to Denmark, I didn't wear so much jewelry. And I think it's because I didn't have a lot of excuses to dress up. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you know what I mean. There are very many opportunities for you to go out and you're home a lot of the days with your kids. And if you have little kids, they're constantly throwing up on you or peeing on you or something where you're getting all messy. But my kids are a little bit older and they're not going to be yanking on my necklace anymore. And so I thought, I'm going to treat myself to a nice necklace. And when Anna Louisa reached out to me, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm getting myself a new necklace. I thought this is just something that I really, really thought was pretty. And I love how it is just like the perfect length. My earrings, I absolutely love, and I chose them because I like to wear a lot of blue. I love how they have like this simplistic look to them. I love the fact that their jewelry is reasonably priced. I mean, it's $39 US and up. but I really love how they're sustainable. I love the fact that this company is hoping to reduce their carbon footprint to 0 by the end of 2020. I absolutely respect companies that really take the environment into consideration. They also use recycled material. This gold is all from recycled material. And I'm gonna be wearing another pair of earrings in the second half of the video, just so you know. And actually, if you're interested in getting pieces, you can actually get 10% off if you use my code down in the description. So be sure to check that out. So again, thank you to Anna Louisa for sending me this beautiful jewelry that I can share with everyone. Let's look more specifically about what these Danes do that is so Danish in their overall appearance. My number 3, the people that you don't expect to have tattoos in Denmark. It's so common. When I moved here, that was a massive culture shock with all the people who had tattoos. To me, the Danish version of jewelry is a tattoo. Well, there are some things that you can notice right away when you come to Denmark. That is that there are so many blonde and light colored eye people. I wouldn't say all of them have blue eyes, but blonde hair, blue eyes is a very Scandinavian look, and it is something that you will definitely see in Denmark. It's so interesting when I compare it to the United States because a lot of the people who are blonde in the US are not natural blondes. They dye their hair. For example, me. My hair is light brown. I don't know if you could tell by my eyebrows, but it's very close to blonde, I guess you could say, but I highlight my hair. So I have more blonde going through it, but that's not natural. When you come to Denmark, there are so many people who have straight up almost white hair because it is so blonde. And you have a lot of people with light colored eyes. If you want to look more Danish, then you'll want to be blonde. Long hair is very common here. I wouldn't say that, people all over the world have short hair, but when you are in Denmark, it's very common for people even my age to have very long hair. My hair looks short because it's curled, but normally, it's a little bit past my shoulders. That is not common for women my age in the US. I would say shoulder length hair is pretty common for women in their 40s. But in Denmark, you could have hair halfway down your back like the young girls, like the girls, in their 20s and things. It's very common to have very long hair. And not just that, for women, I see a lot of boys with very long hair. There are boys who have hair halfway down their back, and it's interesting to see this long flowing blonde hair, and I have to ask my children if it's a boy or a girl because it's very difficult to tell. I know that in 2020, people, I think all around the world, I know in the US especially, are, getting into not being defined, I guess, by their gender. And I see that there's no rules here in Denmark. Most definitely there are no rules. It's not that you have to look a certain way or have a certain hairstyle to be a man or a woman. They really just don't care. They do whatever it is that they feel comfortable with, and that's just how it is. One thing you may have heard is that the Danes love to wear the color black. Again, I might wear some black, but I would probably put a little bit of color in there, maybe with some jewelry. But the Danes, it's so interesting. And I wouldn't say that I see this so much with older people as I do with younger people. And I think a lot of Danish fashion comes with these people who are in their 20s. They're always wearing something very different. One thing with that is that they will wear black shirts, sweatshirts, sweaters, black pants, black jeans, black socks, and then they will wear bright white tennis shoes. In the darkness of the winter, we don't even know that there's a Dane around unless you're looking down at the sidewalk and you see those bright white shoes. What do you think, Danish people watching? Why do you like to wear so much black or gray or dark blue? What is that all about? So along with that, my next one is that, that there's no color being represented, but as soon as the sun comes out, and this is something with the seasons. So I would say we have 2 seasons in Denmark. That's light and dark, because the sun is pretty much out all the time from, I don't know, April 1st to October 1st, perhaps. And then that's when you see people starting to wear color. And I wouldn't even say April 1st would be the first part. I would say when it starts to get warmer. Maybe sometime in May, definitely June, July, and August, the summer months, you will see women in dresses. And they're usually colorful dresses with these kind of elaborate patterns on them. And it's so different from that black uniform that you'd see during the winter months. But as soon as that sun comes out and as soon as it starts getting a little bit warm out where maybe you don't need to wear a coat, it is full on summer dresses. And it's such a contrast and it's so funny. In the summertime, if you want to look more Danish, wear a summer dress. Another thing that I would say is kind of uniform for some younger Danes is the backpack. And oh my gosh, I don't know how to say this. Is it Finnish? Is it what? It's called Fjällräven. I don't know. But here's a picture of it. This type of backpack is very Danish. So it's funny that yeah, you'll see Danes, you know, walking about with this type of backpack on. But whenever I'm traveling anywhere in Europe and I see someone with that backpack, in my mind say, oh, I know that that person is Danish. Then I would, you know, secretly creep up to that person a little bit, listen, hear what it is that they have to say. And sure enough, that person is Danish. I don't know anything about these backpacks. I mean, I know that they're really expensive, but do you know anything about these backpacks? You have anything to tell me about them? Please leave it in the comments below. I would love to know why they're so popular. These seem to have been popular for a very long period of time, but I don't really know anything about them. Yes, there are other brands that are really popular with kids, and I wouldn't say that people use this like as a school bag. Sometimes I've seen them like in a smaller size, not a purse, but maybe a step up from a purse or something. But of course, boys use them too. I don't know. But if you know anything about those bags, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, now I wanted to show you my other earrings. These I have worn in another video, so you may have seen them before, but I'm gonna do the rest of the video with these earrings in. I just absolutely love them. I think I could wear them every single day, and I think they just, I don't know, they just make everything look a lot better, if you ask me. So again, thank you, Anna Louisa. One thing that really sticks out in my mind for older people, in the US we would call them senior citizens. Here in Denmark they're called pensionisters, but really it's just people who are retired. These people may be in their 70s and 80s, and of course there are a lot of other ages that wear this product. But Ecco sandals. Ecco shoes, it's a Danish brand. They're very high quality shoes, very expensive. When you see older people going out in the summertime, they're wearing their Ecco sandals. It is without a doubt very Danish in my opinion. The fact is that if you're anywhere in Europe and you're seeing an older couple wearing these shoes, you almost can guarantee that they're Danish. It's kind of like that backpack that I had mentioned before. Do you own a pair of Ecco sandals? Let me know about it in the comments. Do you live in Denmark? And are you a pensionister? I'd love to know. Me personally, I've actually looked at these sandals because I was looking at new sandals to buy and I wanted some that would be good for walking, and these I have heard are. But to me, I think they look a little bit more, I don't want to say masculine, but I don't think that I've ever found a pair that are very feminine. And for me, sometimes I like to wear more feminine type of clothing, you know, with colors that are more pastel and I don't know, girly. And it's fine if I'm putting myself in a stereotypical group and saying that I'm a girl, I like certain things, and you may be a girl and you might not like those things, that's fine. But I'm gonna put myself on that shelf just so Ecco knows if you make your shoes a little bit more girly, I'd buy a pair, perhaps. I'm gonna now tell you some things that are very specific for 2020 that I was kind of blown away about when I saw them this past summer. One of them is this shirt short outfit. It reminds me of what my children would wear for a summer pajama. It's a t-shirt that has patterns on it. I've seen one that was kind of like an aqua green or like a turquoise, and then I don't even know what it was. Maybe it was flowers or something. And then the shorts were the exact same color and same pattern. So it didn't look like a bodysuit, but it definitely looked like something I might have bought my children when they were younger. You know, a matching shirt, short outfit. But these are for men. I've seen men in their 20s wear these, and I've tried to search the internet to find a picture to show you, but it's not that easy. It must be something that is really new because I have only seen it a couple of times, but it is something that really kind of shocked me. It's nothing horrible, but it's such a change, I think, in fashion. You get these little spurts of fashion here in Denmark that really catch you off guard. And it's really kind of interesting because at any point in time when you're walking down the street in a bigger town, you could feel that you're, I don't know, on a runway show, and you could just sit and watch the people because of all these different fashion styles. So that's one that I think is really interesting. Another that I saw is mostly for young boys, and it could be men all across the board, I don't know, but I'll tell you what I found. This one is that I've seen some boys, maybe in their early teenage years, walking around with shoulder bags. And the shoulder bag is not what I would consider a shoulder bag. A shoulder bag to me is something that would fit like a laptop inside. But these shoulder bags are smaller, and really they remind me of a purse. So I call it a man purse or a Murse, but they're called shoulder bags here. And it's something that is very popular now. I've seen it in my neighborhood. So it's not like big city type of thing. But I've seen this with young boys. And as a mom of young boys, I'm extremely shocked by this. And not shocked because of gender stereotypes or anything like that, you know, because I am an avid viewer of Queer Eye. I absolutely love Jonathan Van Ness. And if he can do all of his crazy, wonderful things with fashion, I shouldn't be shocked by anything. Here's a picture of Jonathan Van Ness if you don't know who I'm talking about. But the fact is that I am a mother of young boys. My kids are 7 and 10, and they don't carry anything. Everything is given to mom. Here, mom. Here, mom. And I would love one day for them to have their own bag, for them to carry their own things. Never a thought in their mind that they would carry their own water bottle, for example. Part of me is wondering, what is in those bags? You know, what is it that a boy who's 13 years old or 15 years old needs to carry around with him? Okay, his phone, probably. What, his Pokemon cards? I mean, I don't know. I know for me as a woman, yes, I have my wallet. Yes, I have my phone. Maybe I have some gum. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's in my purse. I'm not a typical woman. I have a very small purse. So it's kind of exciting. I know that one day maybe they'll carry their own crap for a change. If you are a young man or a teenager and you have one of these shoulder bag purse things, what do you put in it? I am so curious. I just feel old sometimes with all of this new stuff coming about and all these changes. I think it's fantastic. I'm so excited about it. I'm entertained probably more than anything. But as a mother of boys, I just want to know what's in your bag. That's about all we have for today. Thank you so much for coming along on this video. Hopefully I've given you a little inside look of what it means to be Danish. If you can tell already, I'm not your typical Danish person. I'm not Danish at all. I'm American. But living here, you would think that maybe some Danish things would rub off on me, but that's not quite the case. I mean, I think it's not so easy to teach an old dog new tricks, and I wouldn't say that I'm ancient or anything, but I kind of like what I like, and that's just how it is. There are a lot of styles out there now in Denmark that you see in the stores and things, and you see a lot of these young 20-year-old women wearing, and maybe that's how it is in the US as well, but I'm just not interested in them. Shocker, I don't really shop in Denmark. I haven't really found a store that has styles that kind of fit me. So I just don't go shopping, which is kind of a sad thing because I like the occasional new outfit. But if you've got any suggestions, if you're a woman in your 40s or even in your 50s or even in your 30s, and you go shopping and you watch my videos and you say, hey, you know, her style is very much like mine, please let me know in the comments where you shop. I am very interested in trying new places. Are there things that I didn't mention that you think that are so Danish of how people look? Put that in the comments below and let me know about it. Again, thanks for coming along in this video. Thank you again to Anna Louisa for this beautiful jewelry. If you want to get your own at a discounted price, don't forget to follow down below to get the discount code. I hope to see you in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, take care.